Hello friends and enemies, this is Herded1, and today I'm adding to my My Little Pony infection at you. This disease evolves, and I highly suggest watching the other videos in this series in order, because it is in a specific timeline. Though I do try to make an up-to-date recap with the most vital information, it does not include everything, as to avoid spoilers for the other videos. The infection started off in Ponyville when Discord caught a rare disease from the between realms that he lives in, but like rabies, it does not start to show signs till it is fatal, so he did not follow the correct precautions to prevent releasing it into the world, with his sudden mutation and death being the catalyst. While Ponyville was still learning of the infection, it had already spread across all of Equestria, still moving rapidly through the world. In the beginning days, nothing seemed wrong, but Twilight was too busy to send information to the princesses due to trying to get things under control. Celestia noticed the fact that she hadn't written by the second week, but thought nothing of it, assuming things were calmer there than usual. But Celestia started to notice her sister sleeping more and more often, which, though she controls the night, was quite unusual for her. But her own duties prevented her from inquiring about it during Luna's waking hours. After the third week of the virus being released, Celestia started to feel less like herself, her duties being the only thing she cared about, and feeling little to no fatigue or drowsiness after hours of work. But a bad feeling was creeping into the darker corners of her mind, because her sister had been sleeping over 13 hours a day, only managing to stay awake for 5 at a time, along with hearing slightly disturbing information from the Crystal Empire on Princess Cadence's peculiar behavior. Celestia by now had tried to send messages to Twilight, but nothing would go through, any letters burning into dust whenever being sent or received immediately. Celestia was very alarmed by this, and started sending messengers to Ponyville, but none would return, and she was too occupied to visit on her own. 4 weeks in, she was determined to find any information on cures for her sister, or what was happening, only seeing Luna at night, and it being as if she wasn't completely there and would vanish during the day. Celestia could tell that her and her sister were not currently fit to attend their royal duties, so she decided to put running Equestria to a trusted few, while they hid what was going on as to not frighten the kingdom. Celestia began to actually recognize her own changes, growth, and weird scars appearing all over her body, along with strange lumps under her skin. She needed to talk to Luna about this, fearing they might be dying or have some sort of weird curse, but she hardly saw Luna now. Though feeling her presence in her dreams, she felt as if she was always in the corner of her eye while sleeping, but whenever looking, she would vanish. Gold and pink lumps started to appear around the kingdom, and Celestia would have horrible migraines, causing her to be bedridden for days at a time. But her vision became clearer than it has ever been, and even having a more broad spectrum of recognizable colors she could distinguish between. But every day she woke, she felt as if her body was separated a small amount more, like she was watching herself, having less control and awareness, and double, even triple vision at times, making her headaches even worse. As the kingdom was being run by others, the two sisters still raised and set the moon and sun, but that is all they did. Those in charge decided to keep it a secret that the sisters were not in control, telling themselves that they would inform everyone once they knew exactly what was happening. But new and unexplainable things were happening. Lumps appearing on solid ground and walls, when pierced, would make a shrill scream, causing the person to have hearing loss, dizziness, and blurred vision for a few days. Strong drowsiness at night, and the feeling of a cold presence and higher levels of anxiety in the dark, so much so that the leaders put out mandatory curfew, hoping it would help, but it did not. No pony had heard from the princesses in weeks by now, and the lumps were starting to sprout eyes, whenever looked at directly, causing people to faint and to have strong nausea for hours after. Known information. Celestia has grown significantly, no longer speaking, but staring at anything she comes across, seemingly freezing them in place. The eyes sprouting across Equestria linked to her in some way, watching and tracking as anything alive moves past them. Do not stare back. If you keep eye contact too long, the known symptoms that will be inflicted will grow in severity. Avoid the eyes, don't look at them. If you find yourself in Equestria, hide during the night. Stay quiet and out of the dark, but overall, do not run into her. Those who have encountered her have never reported back. And remember, she is watching you. Hope you like Celestia. Like, subscribe, and comment a sun emoji to show that you stayed for the whole video. Even though I don't reply to all of them, I do read all of the comments. I also have a Discord server that will be linked. Check it out. See you next week. Cue the outro.